Welcome back to Toon Talk TV, the top animated podcast on YouTube.
It's a place to have fun. It's a place to watch animation talk. Yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it today.
Now Fred chimes in with that giant solo.
Let's hear it, Fred. Bibbidi bop 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 bibbidi bop 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 zibbidi bop zibbidi bop bop skip skibbity boo. Yeah.
Oh, now that's an intro right there. If you're new to the channel, be sure and like, follow, and subscribe so you can get more of that. More of us singing about tunes and less talking about them.
Because that's what people want. I think they do.
I think they do too. Anyhow, again, yes, if you're new, we like all the likes, we like all the follows, we like all the subscribes. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/wearethetelevision. This is the show where we talk about cartoons, and we got a juicy one up today. Bob, why don't you take it away for us?
Today we are talking about Further, a animation that was put out on YouTube probably about 2 months ago by Nay Camargo, a student of Vancouver Film School, and I like this one because it was an animation with a purpose. Do you guys know? Before I straight up say it, do you guys know what this animation was showcasing?
What do you mean define showcasing? Like,
I think I know.
There was a purpose here. No. As much as it stood still as an animation and was pleasant to watch, there was a purpose behind this animation, and it was almost a demo reel.
Well, wait, hold on, Fred. You said that you may have known. So
Yeah.
You tell what you think it is, and Bob, you give him a yes or no if you got it right.
Is it the backgrounds?
Yes. I like this because I haven't seen this before. Usually it's when someone's showcasing something, it's usually their 2D animation or their character design. As much as there's a ton of background designers out there, I haven't seen a animation showcasing it, and I think that this did a fantastic job at doing that.
So wait, so for me, like a guy that's still learning a lot about this, when you mean showcasing the background, the purpose of this animation was to show how good this person is at drawing backgrounds?
Yes.
Okay, learn something new.
Yeah? Well, let me ask you, Mick, did you find anything... If you had to say anything stood out about this animation, I wish I could have asked you that before we said backgrounds, but did the backgrounds kind of stand on a pedestal as far as story or character design or plot as in this animation?
They did. Yes. I would say that was the most complete thing about this animation, and I say complete very loosely because full-fledged it was a great short, but yeah. I was like, what's the plot of this? What's the purpose of this person going in this down spaceship that gave me very big Star Wars feels? And,
totally.
Big Star Wars feel.
Scavengers Reign feels.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I wrote those exact same things. Star Wars and Scavengers Reign.
That's interesting. I'd say Scavengers Reign is probably at the top of the game as far as the current best backgrounds out there. I mean, would you guys agree? I can't think of anything that's airing right now.
As far as detailed,
Right.
You've drawn a lot of backgrounds. Is there something, do you have anything to say about like your process in going into backgrounds versus animation?
Yeah, before I even go into the process, I think it's interesting to distinguish someone between being an animator or a background designer, because we'll start up I'm going to start off by saying Nay's animation was fantastic in this. I wouldn't say that their background design is any better or worse than their animation skills. Like some of the movement of the smoke or the monster at the end is is top notch.
Well, I do think a lot of the walking and stuff, like it could have used some more in between. So when you say this is a showcase for backgrounds, it feels a lot more solidified as like a piece, because I do think that some of it was a bit choppy, you know?
I agree with you, but I would say that was done on purpose, because there was a plan in mind, and they chose what to focus on and what to finish in the fullest, in its fullest
like iteration.
So I think personally I enjoy doing backgrounds more than doing animation, specifically because the amount of detail that you're almost allowed to put into it. Because when you're animating, the more detail you put, the more work you're making for yourself in the long run, because you're going to have to draw that over and over again. With the background, it's meant to set it and forget it, and so you have that. It almost feels zen to be able to just focus on one thing and fill in all the details for a long period of time over, the constant move, make a drawing, move it, and keep drawing that drawing over and over again. Fred, what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, I feel like if I liked smoking weed, I would like doing backgrounds a lot more, just put on a song, smoke some weed, and like spend like 2 days or 3 days just making this world.
Well, you know me, Fred.
Yeah,
you know
big
me.
Pot smoker. Big pot smoker.
Just zenning out, doing those backgrounds.
Mick would be the same, dude. Little spliggy, put on some Harry Styles, and spend like 8 to 12 hours filling out this world, dude. It would take me 8 to 12 hours to fill out this world.
But I think I honestly
hire that
Smiggy.
guy, dude. It only takes 8 to 12 hours to make a background,
You say it as joking, Mick, but I honestly think you would enjoy it from the way that you make the way that you put work into like a D&D campaign or anything. The amount of focus you get to put into one scenario, I think that has a lot to say about how someone does background design. If someone wants to just crap it out quick, they probably shouldn't be designing backgrounds.
No, I completely 1,000% agree. I just wish I was better skilled with the pen, my friend. Like, Mick's not very artistic. I got 2 left hands, dude. I can't even wipe my bum the right way. I mean,
you say that, but I would say Fred's incredibly better with the pen than I am, and yet I'm the one making backgrounds and he's doing the 2D animation. So it's a style choice. You can kind of run with your own crappier style if you want, which is kind of what I do, and I say it works.
Nice.
One more thing about this one was that that helmet looked surprisingly familiar to me, and then I realized it looked so much like Gary Godspeed from Final Space. If you guys remember that, the orange,
I don't think I remember Final Space.
Oh, it's a good one. Check it out.
What would I have seen that on?
It's Adult Swim right now. I think they have 2 or 3 seasons, and then Adult Swim or Warner Brothers bought Adult Swim. That whole merger happened, and they canceled a bunch of shows. They canceled that one, but cool story about that. That guy bought the rights back to his cartoons so he can make one final like huge graphic novel so he can finish telling the story, and he's currently doing that right now.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So you're saying they need to go buy a book and get cable to watch this conclusion?
I don't think Final Space is on HBO or Adult Swim right now.
Yeah, so is there any place to watch that?
I don't think so.
The dark web, dude. The dark web of YouTube.
Dark web, find it.
Dude, find it.
Figure it out. Put a link in the comments.
There's a cool pilot for that, too.
Please
he
do.
made, Olin Rogers on his own account made a Final Space pilot that he pitched to a bunch of places, and it's on YouTube. So we could link that in the description, too.
Sweet. Well, I thought that was great. A great addition to our collection of tunes that we've watched. I don't think we've watched one that had a specific niche so far, like background. So thought that was very refreshing. We will link to the description below. If you enjoyed this, be sure and like, follow, and subscribe. Go check out our Twitter. Go check out Patreon, patreon.com/wearethetelevision. Buy a mug. See some behind the scenes content there. And catch us on the next one.
We are the television.